I'm going to let you inside of my head once again with this muse. This is how I think. This is how I perceive. I'm just gonna let you take a glimpse into my perception and my feeling. When I was Christian, with the perception of God being in another place, separate from myself, I was constantly plagued by the suffering thoughts of the future, of wanting to be in the future with God, to finally be with God in heaven. And that made my present life existence one of suffering in many cases, because I was mentally and psychologically suffering with this future goal of wanting to be with God or be with Jesus one day. And that created a sense of longing and a sense of discontent with current present life, because current present life was difficult because I felt alone in the present. So I would project to God in the future, to being with God in the future sometime when I die. But now, since I changed from the dualistic mindset of me being here and God being up in heaven in a separate place, in a dual separate place, now that I changed that to singularity, to oneness, as Jesus said, I and the Father are one, I bridged the distance. And with God being me, essentially, this concept, this is just to help my mind cope with this life. But the conscious awareness that my mind is finally becoming accustomed to is that I am God, God is me, having a human experience. And so that has brought God close. And this closeness, now that there is no longer the separation and the distance, I can abide in each moment with peace, contentment, and gratitude. For God is with me in this moment, right now. God is with me. Remember the name they gave to Jesus, Emmanuel, God with us? Well, that is how I perceive it. God is with me in my presence. God is with me, as me, in every difficulty. And that has removed the sense of difficulty from life. It has removed from me the sense of abandonment. It has removed from me that I am alone in this hardship. Mind you, I don't have hardships now because my mind is no longer rogue and interpreting everything as hardship through the lens of being alone, being separated from God. And so, with Emmanuel, God with me, in every present moment and experience, I can go through everything comforted and at peace. And fear no longer grips me, for I am not alone. God is with me, as me. God having the experience through Renegade. And I can't tell you how much of a difference that has made in my psyche, in my soul, in my mind. It brought real peace. So there is a practical benefit to be had from this concept of oneness, from the concept of singularity, as you are God, God is you. It takes the fright out of life. So, yeah. There is a method to this madness, a method to this lunacy, if you're perceiving it as crazy and lunatic. It really settles life in the now moment.